From making your bed to marching movements, written tests, firearms proficiency, and emergency driving, you have achieved the standard that has been set throughout our 100-year history. As you head to your new assignments and throughout your careers, I urge you to observe and seek out troopers who raise their standard on a daily basis. Draw close to them, let them mentor you, as they can be found at all levels within our department. Proverbs 27:17 reminds us, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Finally, never forget our core values of integrity, fairness, and service. You are beginning your careers when law enforcement is being questioned every day, and not all of the public we serve has a positive impression of anyone who wears a badge. But if you maintain your moral and ethical compass, have confidence in the training that you have received to take enforcement action when appropriate, and do it with integrity, fairness, and service for all, then you will have done your part in building bridges to improve the relationship between law enforcement and the citizens of Maryland we serve. 152, congratulations. It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve as your commander. Welcome to the MSP family. You are Maryland's finest. Recognizing the importance of furthering the education of our troopers, the Maryland State Police partnered with Frederick Community College that allowed qualifying candidates in the academy to earn an associate's degree in police science. Beginning in 2004 with Class 121, over 470 troopers have taken advantage of the program. Candidates would earn college credit for their academy training while taking additional courses during the evening and for up to 6 weeks after graduation. This extra coursework would delay our newest troopers reporting to their barracks to begin field training. Due to the incredible planning and collaboration of Lieutenant Chatfield with FCC Representative Kathy Francis and her staff, 20 members of Class 152 are the first to complete their academy with their FCC's degree. Please stand. Thank you. As mentioned earlier, I believe that Dr. Tony Hawkins, Provost of FCC, and Kathy Francis and her staff of FCC, if you are here, please stand to be recognized. There they are, thank you. Again, thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to continuing our partnership in the future. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our Governor, Colonel Jones, Superintendent of the Maryland State Police.
Good morning. I'm honored to introduce our keynote speaker. He is no stranger to the Maryland State Police family and no stranger to this class. The members of Class 152 were there when he spoke at our Fallen Heroes ceremony 2 months ago. Our governor's support of the Maryland State Police and all of law enforcement officers has been unwavering. Whether recognizing their acts of courage or standing at the graveside of one who has given their all, he has been a constant presence and supporter. We are in the midst of marking our 100th anniversary of the founding of the Maryland State Police. This department was created by a governor who recognized the important impact a statewide law enforcement agency could have on the safety of our citizens. I'm proud to say that 100 years later, we have a governor who believes in the importance of the Maryland State Police and our public safety mission. His support is evident and appreciated. In a recent national opinion piece, he wrote these words: "We can reverse the tide of rising crime, but we can't do it if we're attacking the men and women who are working to keep us safe." If you are in law enforcement or love someone who is, those are very important words. Please welcome the Governor of the great state of Maryland, Governor Larry Hogan.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here with you. Thank you for the kind words, Colonel. Happy 100th birthday, MSP. What an incredible day. The last time I was here at Merriweather Post, I was backstage with Chris Stapleton. Today was even more exciting. I got to be backstage with Colonel Jerry Jones. I mean, it was just incredible. So thank you, Colonel. It really is wonderful to be here with all of you, and I want to just recognize Colonel Jones and the leadership team of MSP, all of our distinguished guests, the family and friends that are here today, but most importantly, the proud members of the 152nd Trooper Candidate Class. Let's give them another big round of applause. We're so proud of you. After an unprecedented and incredibly difficult year and a half for our state and the nation and the world, I'm so pleased and so grateful to be here today among so many of Maryland's finest and their families to congratulate these 46 new members of the MSP. This class has the distinction of beginning almost exactly 100 years after the very first MSP Academy class. And now, after you take your oath here today, Class 152 will be charged with leading this agency into its next century of service, a task which I know that you are both well-equipped and well-prepared for. These 46 new troopers faced a number of challenges over the past year, including schedule adjustments and weeks of virtual, socially distanced learning. But ultimately, each and every one of you endured 27 weeks of intense and relentless training in order to earn the honor and the privilege of wearing an MSP badge and a Stetson. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for answering the call to serve what is truly the finest state police organization in America. Back in November of 2014, when the results were coming in on election night, I'll never forget, there was a knock on my hotel room door, and it was state troopers from the Executive Protection Detail. They knocked on the door and they said, "Governor, we're here to protect you." It's the first time I'd ever been called governor. But I was really proud. At that moment, I realized that the awesome responsibility that I was assuming, and I can tell you I was incredibly proud of the men and women that I'd be leading. Every single day since then, I have tried to shake the hand of each and every trooper that I meet, every law enforcement officer, and first responder all across the state, to personally and sincerely thank them for their service. I've shared tears and prayers and hugs with the grieving families of our fallen heroes, and I assured them that their loved ones would never be forgotten. And for 6.5 years now, as the Colonel said, our administration has strongly supported MSP and public safety initiatives that enable all our troopers and all other members of law enforcement to be able to do their jobs more effectively. Not a day goes by that I am not thankful that I have the honor to be your governor and commander-in-chief. And I want every single member of Class 152 to know, especially in today's environment, when too often our law enforcement officers are unfairly criticized and don't get the recognition and appreciation that they deserve, that you have, and you will always have, the full support of your governor. And I want you to know that I will have your back and that I will continue to proudly stand with each and every one of you. Class 152 has been trained by some of the smartest, most experienced, and probably toughest Academy instructors anywhere. That demanding training has resulted in a group of new troopers who are capable of doing extraordinary things. Congratulations on your accomplishment, and on behalf of all of the people of an incredibly proud and grateful state, we wish each and every one of you success, safety, and Godspeed. God bless each and every one of you as you protect and serve. May God bless the MSP and the great state of Maryland. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Hogan. And now it is my honor to formally introduce the Superintendent of the Maryland State Police, Colonel Woodrow W. Jones III. Colonel Woodrow W. Jones III was appointed by Governor Larry Hogan to be Secretary of the Maryland Department of State Police and the 20th Superintendent of the Maryland State Police on February 22nd, 2020. He began his law enforcement career as a Maryland State Police cadet in 1988. He served in multiple positions and rose through the ranks to the position of Lieutenant Colonel. Governor Hogan appointed him Chief of the Maryland Transportation Authority Police in 2015, where he served for 5 years before his return to lead our department. Please welcome the Superintendent of the Maryland State Police, Colonel Jones.
Thank you, Captain Smith, and thank you, Governor Hogan, for your support and encouragement. I thank each of you for being here today to show your support for the outstanding graduates of Class 152. Whether you are a family member or friend of a graduate or a member of our allied law enforcement partners, or a current or former member of our department, your presence is meaningful and appreciated by me and our graduates. As many of my predecessors have said, graduation day is the best day on the MSP calendar. I appreciate all Captain Smith and his staff have done to make this ceremony special during our 100th anniversary year. This is yet another shining example of giving our most committed members the autonomy to lead and watching them make magic. This is an incredible venue. I thank the management and staff of Merriweather Post for giving us the opportunity to be here. Each member of the staff has been gracious and extremely helpful, for which we are grateful. A longtime slogan used by the Maryland State Police is a proud past, a promising future. That theme is very relevant here today. Today is more than just a graduation. As we celebrate our century of service, we welcome our newest troopers, but we also salute each one who has served before us. Each of them was a building block and part of the foundation of excellence that we continue to build upon today. As I look out into this great crowd, I see the faces of many of those who have helped make us what we are today, one of the finest law enforcement agencies in this nation. Yes, we have many reasons to be proud of our past. We are proud of the tradition, the honor, the commitment, and the sacrifice that are the pillars of our history. 100 years ago, 36 individuals answered the call of their governor and embarked on a venture that had never been tried before in the state of Maryland. Ever since, that call for statewide service has been answered by thousands of men and women, both sworn and civilian, who have been part of the Maryland State Police. They joined together in a cause that was bigger than them, and they work each day to make a difference in the lives of others. Now, for 152 times, men and women from all walks of life, different experiences and perspectives, have joined together for a training regimen that challenges every part of you, mentally and physically. Only those who have endured a state police academy can truly understand what I'm referring to. I assure you, what had to be endured and overcome are fresh in the minds of the 46 men and women seated on this stage today. I can also assure you that each of them is very glad they endured. They're glad it's over, but they will be forever grateful for the lessons they learned, for the challenges that they overcame, and for the lifelong friendships that they have made with those who endured with them. Class 152, some might expect me to spend my time today talking to you about the news of today. Although important and crucial that you embrace and understand the countless viewpoints that drive daily conversations, that is not what this day is about. Rather, today is about celebrating you and what you accomplished in the last 6 months. Today is about recognizing you as those who embody the promising future of the Maryland State Police. Our future is promising. We are about to dedicate our new Cumberland Barracks, a facility unlike any that we have ever had. We will soon break ground on a new Berlin Barracks. The Hogan-Rutherford administration has worked diligently to make sure we have the resources we need, but new facilities and equipment are nothing without the right people to staff and use them to benefit the well-being of others. The most important resources in our department are the people who work here. Today we celebrate our newest members. Class 152, you have been trained by the best. Rely on your training and the expertise of those who instructed you. You have been prepared to meet the challenges that await you. But be mindful to treat every day as a new opportunity to learn from others and build upon the confidence and character that you leave here with. Before the governor and I present your badges and diplomas, we want to remind you of some very important keys of future success as a police officer and, more importantly, as a human being. I want to stress the importance of caring for others. We all take an oath of office to help people. To help people, we work to solve their problems. Problem solving is most effective when it is a collaboration between 2 or more stakeholders. Collaboration is built through communication and the mutual ability to understand and respect one another's viewpoint. In other words, it is important to withhold judgment until you walk a mile in another's shoes. This ability transcends your training. It transcends your being a police officer enforcing laws meant to keep people safe. Having this ability allows you to care for others based on the content of your character, what's in your heart. There are so many ways you have already proven you care for others. One was seeking a career in law enforcement. You have a sincere desire to help others and believe this is the way that you can do that. 6 million Marylanders believe in you and are depending on you. Caring must be focused around building trust with those who are depending on us. As author and leadership guru Stephen Covey says, trust impacts us 24/7, 365 days a year. It undergirds and affects the quality of every relationship, every communication, every work project, every business venture, every effort in which we are engaged. It changes the quality of every present moment and alters the trajectory and outcome of every future moment in our lives, both personally and professionally. To succeed, we must build trust, and it will be built by all of us, one transaction at a time. You have cared for the families of our fallen heroes. You learned about those members of our department who gave their lives in service to our citizens, and then you spent time with the members of the families left behind during your class presentations on the anniversary of their passing. I hope you know how important what you did was to those police survivors. You have cared for the history of our department. Your class has chosen to honor Trooper Candidate Class 102 on its 30th anniversary. That happens to be my Police Academy class, and I personally thank you. I also want to acknowledge my classmates who are here from Class 102. I'm sure the memories of our time in this academy are as vivid as they were then. If I haven't already spoken to you, I hope we can meet afterwards. Class 152, one of the most significant ways you have to prove that you have proven that you care about others is through your incredible support of Special Olympics Maryland. In an unprecedented way, your class began raising money for the Maryland State Police Polar Bear Plunge for Special Olympics 3 weeks before the academy training began. As far as anyone can tell me, no other class has done that in our history. But the truly amazing part of this is not that you began raising money early, it is how much money you raised in just weeks. You raised more than $29,000 to support Special Olympics Maryland more than any academy class before you. And then you fulfilled your polar bear plunge obligations in cold water on a cold day in March. Class 152, I urge you to carry that desire to care for others with you into your duties as state troopers. Always listen before judging, learn about others, put yourself in their position, understand the impact that you can have on someone's life by simply showing them that you care. I cannot emphasize enough, your attitude and your actions will have an impact. How you care for someone will leave them with a feeling they will never forget. That is how we continue to build our reputation as a police department dedicated to serving our citizens. Finally, I urge you to stay excited about your role as a Maryland State Trooper. Every day you have the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life. It will be by making our roads and communities safer through traffic and criminal enforcement, but it will also be about caring about that person in need on the side of the road or even saving their life when all hope is lost. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a team. When you have spirit within a team, the outcomes are always better. We don't criticize our team. We don't embarrass our team. We do all we can to support our team members and accomplish our objectives. And we call one another on any behaviors that diminish the reputation and core values that we have built over the last century. We care about each other. We respect each other. We look out for each other during our duty shift and beyond. We are there for each other in times of need. We prove this fact over and over, oftentimes with small, nearly invisible acts of kindness and support. I've said many times, we do our best work when one of our family needs us most. Class 152, you will be expected to uphold and exceed the standards set by those who came before you. As you accept the incredible responsibilities and authority entrusted to you by the citizens of Maryland, I urge you to never forget that your mission is to serve and protect. You are now public safety servants who are expected to courageously perform your duties while upholding our core values of integrity, fairness, and service. Always rely on your training and always keep safety your top priority. Always look out for your fellow troopers and support our allied law enforcement partners. Always remember that you are a Maryland State Trooper, whether on or off duty. Mark Twain once said, "Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see." Always treat others as you wish to be treated. I'm grateful to you for choosing a career in law enforcement with the Maryland State Police. I'm proud to serve with you and look forward to the day when we will work and accomplish things together in the days ahead as we build upon the outstanding tradition and reputation of Maryland's finest. Be safe, be proud. Congratulations, Class 152.
Thank you, Colonel Jones. As selected by his Academy classmates, I would now like to introduce you to the President of the 152nd Trooper Candidate Class, Candidate Christopher Severa. Candidate Severa was born in Stevensville, Maryland on Kent Island in 1994 to Edward Severa III and Pamela Severa. He grew up on Kent Island and lived there with his parents and younger sister on the family farm. He attended and played baseball at St. Mary's High School in Annapolis, Maryland, where he graduated in 2012. After graduation, Candidate Severa was hired as a Maryland Natural Resources Police Cadet and worked as a cadet while attending Anne Arundel Community College and Salisbury University. In 2015, Candidate Severa was hired as a Maryland Natural Resources Police Officer. While employed as an NRP officer, Candidate Severa was assigned to patrol in Anne Arundel and Queen Anne's County. During his time assigned to patrol, Candidate Severa earned numerous awards, including Officer of the Year in 2018. Candidate Severa was later assigned to the NRP Criminal Investigation Section, where he worked as an investigator prior to being hired by the Maryland State Police. While employed with NRP, Candidate Severa was also a tactical boat operator, firearms instructor and field trainer, and also a member of their color guard team. Candidate Severa and his wife Morgan have been happily married since August of 2017 and are expecting their first child, a son, this October. Ladies and gentlemen, candidate Christopher Severa.
Thank you, Captain Smith, for the introduction. Thank you, Colonel Jones, for the words of wisdom and encouragement. And thank you, Governor Hogan, for your unwavering support of our agency, our academy class, and our profession in general. It is an honor and a privilege to have you here today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, command staff, academy staff, and all the friends and family who are here with us today. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Maryland State Police Trooper Candidate Class number 152. Not only is this a graduation ceremony, but it is also a celebration of 100 years of dedicated service the Maryland State Police has provided to the citizens of Maryland. I'm honored to be afforded the opportunity to speak today at such a significant event. Our journey started on January 11th, 2021, and the last 6 months have been, without a doubt, some of the most challenging my classmates and I have ever endured in our lives. 46 trooper candidates, including myself, anxiously await to graduate today and finally earn the title of Maryland State Trooper. Having an age range of 20 to 38 years old, some of us were at vastly different points in our lives. There are those of us who still live in the home they grew up in, and others who have served in the military, been deployed, and have wives, husbands, and children at home. Nevertheless, when we came to the Maryland State Police Academy, we came as equals and as individuals. I can honestly say that now, 6 months later, we are still equals, but no longer individuals. Now we are a family bonded together through blood, sweat, and tears. A family bonded together through pain, struggle, and heartache. The MSP Academy is meant to test a person both physically and mentally. Each and every one of the trooper candidates in Class 152 has been tested, and I'm proud to say that those of us seated on the stage today have made it. However, not everyone does make it. There's a list of names in the Academy classroom labeled under the word departures of candidates who, for one reason or another, were not able to complete their journey. I commend them for recognizing that and making the difficult decision to walk away. Our days at the Academy consisted of early morning physical training, followed by morning colors, and then 2 4-hour blocks of academic instruction. Those 4-hour blocks consisted of everything from time in the classroom, to defensive tactics in the gym, to driving on the EVOC track, to shooting at the range, and many more objective-based trainings one must successfully complete in order to graduate the State Police Academy. The days were long and the weeks dragged on, seeming like they would never end, especially for those of us in the FCC program who, after completing our required academy course load for the day, took additional college courses at night to earn our associate's degrees. But one thing stuck with me that Captain Smith told us very early on in the academy. He said, "We can't kill you, and we can't stop time." Thankfully for Class 152, he was right. After several months of motivation from the academy staff, which consisted of extra physical training in the hallways and special team building exercises courtesy of the physical skills unit in the gym, Class 152 began to work as a team, understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses, and building off of that to become one cohesive unit, a family. We won't forget, however, the time when a candidate, who shall not be named, left an open box of Little Debbie strawberry shortcakes, which they had been enjoying the weekend prior, on the back seat of their vehicle, only to be found in plain view by TFC Brazzi one morning after inspections. The following morning, the class participated in a particularly difficult variety of exercises in the gym to burn off those extra calories. The candidate to whom those delicious snack cakes belonged, and who caused the class to endure over an hour of misery, later earned himself the title Lil D. Interestingly enough, that candidate was later elected by the class to represent them as their class president. We all had our own individual struggles, but without our support systems at home, none of us would be here today. I would especially like to thank our families for picking us up when we were down, encouraging us when we needed it most, and putting up with us when we were at our worst. You're the backbone of our journey, and we thank you. I would also like to recognize my wife, Morgan, who through thick and thin, never wavered in her constant support and love, even while learning to adapt to dealing with all the stresses at home, finding out 6 weeks into the academy she was pregnant with our first child, she never flinched. Morgan, you are my hero and my inspiration. I love you, and thank you for always being there to support me. I would also like to recognize the Academy staff for their hard work, determination, and dedication to providing us with the finest law enforcement training around. I truly believe that we have learned from the best, and for that, we thank you. None of this would be possible, however, without my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who I've relied on more heavily than ever for strength and guidance over the last 6 months. Class 152, we did it. I'm humbled and honored that you selected me to represent you, and I vow to always strive to do you proud. Today is the day our family officially becomes part of a much larger family, a family rooted in deep tradition and pride. Take this day in, stay passionate, stay humble, never get complacent, and always remember the true reason we wear this uniform: to create a safer Maryland and to be there when the people of this state need us most. Thank you all, good luck, and stay safe.
Are you ready?
Ready, sir!
I,
Great John Bain! Darren Andrew Blood! Logan Christopher Bynum! Alex Ryan Calabro! Chloe J. Silver! John Figueroa Scott! Edward Harry Buller! Alexander Jackson Bear! Albert Quito! Simon Joseph Litz! Tyler Ross Ford! John Ford! T.J. Sloan! Brandon Ragusa Guerrero! Zachary Clement Sailor! Nathan Scott Committee! Chris Brown Smith! Left James Sutler! Ethan Harris II! Steve Rubino Southern! Eddie Tomney! Nolan Wood! Savannah Marquise White!
Nick Lee, sir! Anna Marie Bowie!
Christian Scott Crow!
Haley Cole Mazula!
Charles Eric Davis! Steve Southern! Dominic Hunt! Patrick Lunatura! Corey Nesbitt! Brady Eric
Wayne Alexander Lear!
Alexander Lombard! Teresa Holden Pascal!
do solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the United States of America and to the state of Maryland. I pledge to respect every human life and act with compassion towards others. That I will serve honestly and faithfully to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Maryland. That I will enforce the laws of the state of Maryland. And that I will obey the orders of the governor and the officers appointed over me according to the rules and regulations of the Maryland State Police. Congratulations.
We will now move to the presentation of awards to several candidates of Class 152. Our first award is the Superintendent's Award for Class President, presented by Colonel Jones. The Superintendent's Award is presented to the class president of each trooper candidate class. The president, elected by their fellow candidates as their leader, is the representative of the class at all official functions. The recipient of the Class 152 Superintendent's Award is Trooper Christopher Severa. The Detective Sergeant Joe McCleary Esprit de Corps Award, presented by Corporal Brooks Smith, President, State Police FOP Lodge 76. The recipient of this award is chosen by the Academy instructors for the candidate that most displayed esprit de corps through their commitment to a strong team spirit and sense of duty. This candidate motivated fellow classmates, volunteered for assignments, and provided assistance at times, sacrificing their own personal gains or accomplishments for the good of their class. The recipient of the Detective Sergeant Joe McCleary Esprit de Corps Award for Class 152 is Trooper Karan Williams. The Corporal Ed Totley Dedication to Excellence Award, donated by retired Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Russell and presented by retired Sergeant Gloria Wilson. The recipient of this award was chosen by members of the Recruitment Selection Unit and the ETD staff. This candidate, through hard work and dedication, displayed persistence and tenacity in persevering and overcoming obstacles throughout the application process and during the academy to fulfill their dream to become a Maryland State Trooper. This award is in memory of Corporal Ed Totley, who was killed in the line of duty on October 30th, 2000. The recipient of the Corporal Ed Totley Dedication to Excellence Award for Class 152 is Trooper Kyle Hunt. The Dr. Henry S. Hohauser Award for Highest Academic Average, presented by Mr. David Goff, past president of the Rotary Club of Upper Marlboro. This award is presented to the candidate who achieves the highest academic standing over the course of 27 weeks of training. This plaque, donated by the Rotary Club of Upper Marlboro, recognizes academic excellence and also perpetuates the memory of our helicopter crews that were lost while serving the citizens of Maryland. The recipient of the Dr. Henry S. Hohauser Award for Class 152 with an academic average of 97.82% is Trooper Brady Keller. The Corporal Ted Wolf Physical Fitness Award, presented by former Superintendent of the MSP, Colonel William Palazzi, from Trooper FOP Lodge 69. This award is presented to the candidate who received the highest average in the area of physical training and is in memory of Corporal Ted Wolf, who was killed in the line of duty on March 29, 1990. The recipient of the Class 152 Ted Wolf Physical Fitness Award with an average of 95.22% is Trooper Kyle Hunt. The Maryland Troopers Association Award for Highest Overall Achievement being presented by Sergeant Brian Blueball, President of the Maryland Troopers Association. This plaque is presented to the candidate who has achieved the highest overall average for all topics presented during the Academy, forever identifying him or her as number one in the class. This prestigious award is donated by the Maryland Troopers Association. The recipient of the MTA Award for Class 152 with an overall average of 97.53% is Trooper Christopher Severa. Another round of applause and congratulations to all our award recipients. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now move to the presentation of diplomas and badges.
Trooper Craig Baden. Trooper Darren Black. Trooper Brooke Bryan. Trooper Logan Bynum. Trooper Alex Calabro. Trooper Eleanor Clark. Trooper Ariana Damiano. Trooper Colby Elburn. Trooper Megan Field. Trooper Jashawn Figueroa Stalk. Trooper Edward Fuller. Trooper Thomas Jenkins III. Trooper Albert Keto. Trooper Simon Litz. Trooper Nicole Mazziano. Trooper Tyler Moore. Trooper John Nolan III. Trooper Trajan Payne. Trooper Nicholas Reyes. Trooper Jason Rowe, Jr. Trooper Brandon Salguero. Trooper Zachary Saylor. Trooper Nathan Scafidi. Trooper Christopher Severa. Trooper Michael Sittler. Trooper Ethan Sigmund. Trooper Kiefer Stafford. Trooper Brandon Tenney. Trooper Colin Wilhite. Trooper Karan Williams. Trooper Nikki Zach. The remaining members of Class 152 will be pinned by family members who are current or retired members of the Maryland State Police or LI agencies. Trooper Anna Bowie, being pinned by her brother, Sergeant Michael Bowie, Maryland State Police. Trooper Christian Carew, being pinned by his father, Lieutenant Scott Carew, Princess Anne Police Department. Trooper Haley DeSoulis, being pinned by her father, Major retired Dallas Pope, and her brother, Trooper First Class Dustin Pope, Maryland State Police. Trooper Charles Davis, being pinned by his father, Detective retired Charles Davis Jr., Baltimore City Police Department. Trooper Timothy Eckridge, being pinned by his father, Chief Jeffrey Eckridge, Ridgely Police Department, and his brother, Trooper Patrick Eckridge, Maryland State Police. Trooper Kyle Hunt, being pinned by his father, Sergeant Byram Hunt, Maryland State Police. Trooper Patrick John, being pinned by his parents, Officer Retired Gary John and Officer Retired Charlene John, Aurora, Colorado Police Department. Trooper Corey Johnson, being pinned by his father, Master Trooper Retired Wayne Johnson, Maryland State Police. Trooper Brady Keller, being pinned by his father, First Sergeant David Keller, Maryland State Police. Trooper Quinn Lear, being pinned by his grandfather, Officer Retired Steve Phillips, Montgomery County Police Department. Trooper Alexander Myers, being pinned by his father, Officer First Class Stephen Myers, Baltimore County Police Department. Trooper Chase Passwaters, being pinned by his father, Senior Deputy First Class Greg Passwaters, Cecil County Sheriff's Department. Trooper Julia Pettit, being pinned by her father, First Sergeant Jeffrey Pettit, Maryland State Police. Trooper John Revel III, being pinned by his father, Lieutenant John Revel Jr., Maryland State Police. Trooper Drew Walker, being pinned by his father, Deputy First Class retired Robert Walker, Dorchester County Sheriff's Department.
Wow, emotional sometimes. Wow. Okay, we have one last special badge presentation. Through his words, actions, and policies, Governor Larry Hogan has supported law enforcement across the state of Maryland during his 7 years as our governor. His support of the Maryland State Police was evident from the beginning when, just 3 months into his first term, he walked into the Baltimore City riots, proudly wearing a hat and shirt displaying our Maryland State Police shield. Troopers all around the state were able to stand tall, roll their shoulders back, and say, "That's our governor." Governor Hogan, that small act of wearing our shield that you have continued to do throughout the past 7 years has sent a strong message that you would always have our backs and would stand with and beside us. Your support has been reassuring and a significant source of confidence. For your unwavering support of law enforcement and specifically the Maryland State Police, and on behalf of Colonel Jones and the entire MSP family of sworn, civilian, and retired Class 152, would like to present you with this personalized 100th anniversary commemorative MSP badge. Governor Hogan, Colonel Jones said he'll advise your barrack assignment later on. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the benediction by Chaplain Ayers and remain standing as our honored Deus guests leave the stage.
Please join me in an attitude of prayer. Class 152, may a spirit of courage, integrity, fairness, service always watch over you and your brothers and sisters of the Maryland State Police. For all of us here, may we go now into the world with a spirit of celebration and joy. For we now view the best of the best, and they serve us. May their story and the inspiration of their work go among our communities, our nation, and the world. And may we all go in peace. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, no longer with the title of candidates, I present to you the troopers of Class 152.